You need to find a school that you can work with and that are open to having support come in. They really wanted to know what our expectations were, and when we sort of said, look, no, we want her to be able to learn to read and write.
The relationship with the school is critical. Really, it all started before Isabella came to the school. We were lucky enough that they invited us in to have a chat with the teachers, asked to come in, be given a tour, and to ask all the questions that you have. You're likely to have hundreds.
The school, in our situation, have been very honest with what they're not coping with, and they've been open to trying out different things.
Socially, the school's been excellent. Bella takes part in all of the music activities, all of the sport activities.
She can play sort of alongside her peers, and she uses language around that, but any sort of more complex conversation is a bit more challenging for Isabel. So we did get a speech therapist to come and work alongside Isabel in the playground to help facilitate some of those conversations.
As a prep teacher, you're constantly changing your strategies depending on the needs of your class anyway. So initially there was a few challenges that presented themselves when Isabel first came. One was lining up for her to know when we were transitioning from one activity to the next. That was quite difficult.
One of the challenges was that Isabella was overly friendly, if you like, so she was actually imposing on some of her friends' personal space. But the Age did a fantastic idea where they actually put a hula hoop around Isabella and did a little photo album of that, and that taught Bella that that hula hoop represented her personal space, and the friends had their own personal space, and so she couldn't physically go past that boundary. So a very simple idea, but it did the trick. Yeah.
Really looking at the nature of the children in front of you, not just children with Down syndrome, but seeing what their likes are, what their needs are.
The advice I would give to teachers, yes, it is a, you can feel trepidation about having a child with Down syndrome, but you should just think of it as another child who has issues that you can cater for.
Yeah. In class time, Isabel would make quite loud noises, which was extremely distracting. We got some advice, and the advice was that after playtime, in order for her to kind of just calm down her sensory activity, we would play some music for her. So we had a beautiful little teepee set up just outside my classroom with some earphones, and her go-to song of choice was Celtic Woman, nothing to do with me, but she was mad about it, so that worked, and it helped soothe her, just calm her down.
With Danielle and I, we had never worked before together. No. Before Penny, and so we were both nervous working with each other as well, trying to learn each other's style of how to approach Penny. But I think once, like I've said before, once we were able to share our concerns and our goals together, we're pretty much on the same page.
Yeah. Things that we've learnt along the way is that it's so key and important to have staff who are on board, who are really enthusiastic about your child, their differences, and working around the issues that they may have.
Well, I think you have to have a partnership. As a teacher and an aide, we had to come at things as partners. We had to have the same goals, and we had to be prepared as much as we could be prepared for every day. We were prepared, and then we had contingencies when things didn't work out the way that they were supposed to.
Focus on the positives and not to beat yourself up about the negatives, because I feel as teachers we tend to focus on all the mistakes we've made and the things that we've done wrong, but we need to take time out and think, this student has come from A to B, and what a big step that is.
Relationship with the school has developed a lot, mostly stemming from the open communication lines. Being able to have good communication and handover.
We never underestimated what she could do.
Absolutely.
And we constantly challenged her and challenged ourselves. And I think that's the way to go sometimes. If you have high expectations of any child,
Yeah.
they're going to meet them.
What's this one? For Queen. Yeah. For Quack.
My name is Penny. I'm 27.